you got your mail, would you say I'm done after that?
Of course, 100%.
Know how sometimes fights get announced and we be like, damn, this the fight I ain't know we wanted?
Yeah.
I think this is one of those fights.
A lot of bad blood.
Yeah, but not just that. It's just a hell of a matchup because you didn't think you would get it.
He hasn't fought in over 2 years, and in his last fight, he was called boring. So why is he calling out Terence Crawford all of a sudden? Crawford is the new king of boxing. The answer is not what you think it is, and it shows a sad truth that became public not long ago. Charlo came back and is making a lot of noise. Out loud, he says, "I want to smoke with Crawford." He thinks it's an honor to fight with him.
I want all the smoke. I want smoke with Crawford. I want all the smoke. Give me the best. I'm in shape. I train. My lifestyle is on the move. Everything is great. So why the fuck would I want the best, man? What y'all talking about, dog? I don't got time to be playing with none of these people with these promotionals and all of these. I'm with the old school boxing. If they gave me a offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so. It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done as becoming undisputed. He completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me. The best fight with Boots is me. The best fight with Crawford is me.
Charlo wants to sell it. He tells Crawford it will be the best fight of all time and makes it clear that Crawford has no choice but to fight him. He was even nice enough to tell me that Crawford had done something I hadn't.
If they gave me a offer for Crawford, and me and Crawford, I talked to him one time. I'm excited. I'm so. It'll be an honor to get in the ring with him, not just today, just because of what he done as becoming undisputed. He completed something that I didn't complete, and so being in the ring with Crawford would be amazing. I give him the best fight of today's era. I don't think that there's no other fight out there in the boxing world for Crawford to make right now. The best fight really would be me. The best fight with Boots is me. The best fight with Crawford is me. Obviously, nothing else, anybody else could. Earl and Virgil and the winner of them, but I really don't see nobody else. What y'all want me to do in the game?
But all of this talk about honor and the best fight doesn't make sense when you think about what happened the last time Charlo stepped into the ring. The scary thing is that this isn't the first time he's tried to call Crawford out. He first reacted badly when Charlo called Terence Crawford out soon after he lost to Canelo in 2023. Most likely, it was done to draw attention away from Crawford's bad showing.
Yeah, Terence Crawford could be on a radar. I think he already probably been on Twitter, like lip wrestling with the internet, just to get some clout, some fans, and it's fine, but he's a champion, and maybe I'll talk a little bit more because that's what y'all want from me, because Terence Crawford been talking shit, so they're gonna bring out a different animal in me, but I don't know which animal. Yeah. But yeah, man, I can fight Terence Crawford next.
Please come back in September 2023. Charlo moved up to weight classes to fight Canelo Alvarez for a big payday. But the fight was one of the worst of the year. It wasn't just a loss. They did nothing at all. During the whole game, Charlo only got 71 hits. From the start, Canelo had the upper hand over Charlo. In the 7th round, he hit him with an overhand right that knocked him out and made him kneel down. That was it for Charlo. He then went into survival mode. It was rough from the experts. In a checkhand battle, Paulie Malignaggi, a Hall of Famer, says Charlo acts like he cares more about not getting hurt than winning. The Sporting News said that the show was dull and devoid of energy.
How do you respond to him intentionally saying your name wrong? Because he said Zoo and then he changed
you know what? I
Zoo.
think he's that illiterate that he can't speak properly. I don't think he can. Yeah, he just. I don't know. Like you can make him try say that word and Zoo, but he can't say it. Poor bloke.
He only fought to stay alive in that fight, and he hasn't done anything since. All of the experts agreed that Charlo had no chance. It's not that they aren't good enough, but that's just how things work in the real world. That's what Sugar Ray Leonard said. There is a reason for weight groups.
Weight classes for a reason, Ray. It looked like Charlo really couldn't get off tonight against Canelo. What did you think about it?
You know what? Styles make fights. That was hey, I appreciate the fight. I appreciate it.
Roe Jones Jr., a trainer in the Hall of Fame, went on to say that Canelo fought the right fight.
About the power he showed. You know, he fought the proper fight for the proper opponent. When you fight a guy coming up 2 weight classes, you're supposed to bully him. If he'd fought Floyd Mayweather that way back in the day, we saw a much better fight. But he didn't. But he's learned now, and that shows you that he's improved, and he understands boxing more now. Because he's bullied the smaller guy, which is what you're supposed to do.
Al Bernstein, a reporter for ESPN, says Charlo hit him hard, but not hard enough to hurt him.
You can't box perfectly every second, and it's hard to hurt him. You know, Jermell Charlo landed some really good punches, but they just weren't enough to hurt him. So
I expected them to battle for undisputed. I expected, a little small wage war, but it didn't happen. You feel me? Anticlimactic is what I would call it, because I just think Charlo realized early on that this wasn't where I was supposed to be, with this type of power, with this type of strength. So he kind of survived and made it to the end of the fight.
People thought that Charlo, who weighed 150 pounds and was a great fighter, couldn't beat Canelo, who weighed 168 pounds and was a famous boxer.
I thought it was about as good as it gets. I thought that was a tremendous all-around demonstration of what makes Canelo Alvarez the greatest fighter of the generation. From the fabulous chin, to the very effective defense, to mixing power punches together in the middle rounds, to landing one of the best right hands he's ever thrown to knock Charlo down, and using a series of left hooks to widen the margin down the stretch of the fight. It was vintage Canelo. It's about as good as it gets. I think it was a one-sided fight because Canelo Alvarez is a historically great fighter. I think Jermell Charlo is a talented fighter. He's proven that in the ring. But once in every generation, maybe twice in every generation, you get somebody who is up here, better than all the rest. That's who Canelo Alvarez.
Besides the physics, a number of fighters were very critical of Charlo's way of thought. Most people agreed that he was out before the first spell book. Charlo was said to have paid too much attention to Terence Crawford during the fight. That's way too much.
Man, Charlo gave him too much respect, man. Too much. He didn't fight his fight.
What would you do to Canelo?
I don't know if he was scared or not, but, Canelo did a tremendous job in there. He did what he had to do.
The show was a mental loss, not just something that seemed like it. It was enough for Charlo to just be there and hear the last bell.
Really disappointing fight. Awful. I thought Charlo was just like, I don't know, it's like even when Golovkin fought Canelo, he never, in the third fight, it's like, I don't know, are you getting paid too much money? Have you got too much money? Because the special ones that have got too much money still stick it on the line. Canelo, AJ, but it almost looked like Charlo was like, I'm getting, I don't know what he got, 8 million, 10 million. And I was like, okay, it's almost like, let's not hurt each other in here tonight. I'm just going to get our money. And it's like, all the talk about legacy, sticking it online. A lot of fighters go, I'd rather get knocked out, carried out, than lose on points. But actually, how many fight like that?
What Charlo said at the press meeting after the fight may have been the most telling. He kept his head held high, but what he said showed how much power each person had. People called Canelo a beast. He also said, maybe I felt it more, because this is my first time in that weight class. I wish I could have gained 5 pounds or more. He said in a fit of anger. He said it was the first time someone hit him in the head with something that made him feel sick. That made it very clear that he was in a different league.
Yeah. Are you interested at Crawford at 154?
Where we can make a fight at, I'll take it. I should be 1 or 2. I should be up there in the top dog. As long as I'm in a pound per pound, don't matter to me.
I'm not in competition with the Terence Crawford ring walk. I know that's what everybody trying to get the answer to. Them came out with Eminem. That was some bad shit. Like, I ain't gonna front. That's some cool shit. And it's gonna be hard to beat that. He win. That's not my world. We don't get paid for that anyways. But I almost had like Lil Wayne or something. I had some people I've been in contact with. So we shall see.
After watching the dull fight, Crawford went on social media right away to tell Charlo to stop talking. It was a cold and direct answer from him. Yes, you were sad when you left. They didn't even try to wing it. You did nothing but try to stay alive, he wrote. You should feel bad about yourself. He went on to say, okay, everyone, I'm at Twin Charlie right now. "I no longer want to kill him." He went outside and lay down for no reason, letting Canelo spank him like he was his father. Crawford's last slap in the face, on the other hand, did not come with any words. The next move he made in the ring worked. It was Crawford who did something that Charlo could not. He did more than just talk.
Charlo fight Crawford first, and then see how that goes. And if he does good against Charlo with the weight, then let's see him come up and fight Canelo. Yes, but not right now. I want to see him. I want to see Crawford come up with some weight classes and show he can be dominant at 54.
Do you think Crawford should go up to 154? Do you think?
Yes, Crawford definitely should go up to 54. Because I don't think he should fight 47 anymore. 54 and maybe even 62 after that. He's big enough to do that, along with all the Charlo brothers and stuff. So I definitely would love to see him do that.
Awesome. Thanks.
It took 2 years for Crawford to move up to weight classes to 168 pounds after Charlo failed. He didn't give up. Instead, he beat Canelo Alvarez by majority decision and won all of his titles. Crawford is still in great shape, as shown by his most recent videos. Panjak makes it clear that he knows what he's going to do next.
Double fake to your left. Double fake to your right. Double fake to your left.
No, stop.
Two.
Stop. Put your hand on your heart now, stop.
Step back, rhythm. Step back, rhythm. Rhythm, y'all.
Still got some abs.
Double fake, double fake. Double fake.
So, as you see, the pound-for-pound king, the undefeated 5-division world champion, the 3-division undisputed world champion, superstar boxer, first ballot Hall of Famer once he retires, Terence "Bud" Crawford, is still jacked and still in shape and sending a warning and letting the world know, I still got abs, I'm still in shape.
Not only did he beat the guy Charlie lost to.
When it comes to Bud, I think a lot of people took credit away from a lot of his wins. Like, I feel like when they kept throwing it out there that he didn't fight nobody.
Well, he did.
I disagree with that.
Look,
Anybody you get in the ring with is a chance you
can lose. He didn't fight nobody that was on that level. That's what we say. So he fought somebody. But come on, bro.
I think he fought people.
Victor Postal.
That's a bad name.
That ain't a good. That ain't a.
During that
in
time,
order to say,
I'm saying during that time when he fought him,
he was overhyped.
He was overhyped. What? He had
Victor Postal is like this.
What's that
you know you
dude that
talk to
was
a
punching
boxer,
hard?
right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
a boxer too.
Victor Postal's like this.
A lot of people couldn't deal with that. A lot of people can't deal with that style. A lot of people can't deal with that style.
Can't deal with that.
A lot of people can't deal with that boxing style. He's jumping up in the air. He's a boxer, know how to use his range and his distance. A lot of people can't do.
That means the last 3 faces of the sport of boxing will have all retired undefeated. Floyd Mayweather, 50 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout. Andre S.O.G. Ward, 2-division champion, Olympic gold medalist, Hall of Famer, 32 wins, no loss, no draw, 16 wins by way of knockout, undefeated. Terence Crawford, that would make him 43 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins at least by way of knockout, undisputed, in the face of boxing. Historic.
With 168 points, Crawford is now clearly in first place. He has a lot of choices. But Charlo isn't just saying bad things about Crawford. He's also calling out another monster, because that's where his whole plan is revealed. In his most recent attempt to get more fans, Charlo went after the sexiest guy, who weighed 150 pounds. Yarn Boots is a great knockout artist. I think Boots is a great fighter, but I would give him all the trouble in the world because styles makes fights, Charlo said. This looked like a brave move by a boxer who wasn't in a fight.
I think Boots is a great fight, though. I'll give Boots all the problems in the world. He's a great fighter. But I give him all the problems in the world. I think that styles make fights, you know, like, even with the Canelo loss and the Canelo fight, I believe Crawford did absolutely everything that he studied and he did it right.
I
I feel like you don't like Jermell. And if you,
I don't.
You got respect for Earl. So if you did Earl like that, god damn.
I don't like Jermell for the simple fact that I feel he's a fake individual. I feel Earl is real. I feel he's genuine. I feel like he stand on 10 toes on everything that he say or do. I feel like Jermell is just one of those guys that do a lot for attention. I was cool with Jermell and Jamal and their older brother prior to me moving up in weight. You know, I got messages with he hit me up asking me he gonna pull up in Omaha, and we talking about cars, we talking about all different type of stuff. Once, you know, I moved up in the division, and I understand that they stablemates. He trained with Errol Coach, and they've been knowing each other for a long time. For him to start bashing me and talking bad about me and saying I'm gonna get knocked out, and, you know, going out his way to say little slick shit about me, I was just like, man, that's some.
A few days later, Andis's boss told everyone in a very harsh way what this call-out was really about and what Charlo's real goals were. Eddie Hearn, the director, stopped Charlo's call as soon as he heard it. It has already been said by Hearn that he doesn't think Charlo will really fight and will accept loss. He spoke after being honest. Right away, these people raised the prices. That's not what this is about. Hearn made his point very clear. It has to do with getting your money. With one last bad line, he killed Charlo. Now that we know this, Charlo's brave call to Terence Crawford looks even more desperate. It is said that Charlo wants an extra $10 million for a fight with either Anis or Crawford. People think he's after a reward rather than a real fight.
Just whatever, guy. You get your paperwork right. Talk to Mr. Heyman. We'll get a fight going. And you're damn right, it'll be easier. Let's get a big fight going, matter of fact. And I'll show you better than I can tell you. Ain't nothing easy in the ring with me, so I don't. Just, you know, I'm grown. These kids, they just talk and he ain't fought nobody for real. You know, like he just got out of top rank contract because Bob didn't want his ass no more, so he just got rid of him. So it's just like I don't know about that.
Crawford's camp is also full of real work. Without a doubt, they have said they don't want to fight Canelo again and have ruled out a mega fight with David Benavidez. It is now clear what Crawford really wants to do.
He made it look so easy. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, got 2-3 more in him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Training camp will try harder. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think a move to 160 would make sense?
I mean, if you want to do it, you know, it'd be a challenge. If you want to challenge yourself, yeah, I don't mind.
Now, it's said and it's being assumed, should I say, right, that Terence Crawford, after his move to 168, is now planning to drop down to 160 and become the undisputed 160-pound middleweight world champion.
Recent reports say that Crawford wants to lose weight to 160 pounds so that he can become the undisputed middleweight king. The road is getting clearer already. First, he could fight Carlos Adams, who is the WBC king. Then he could face the winner of the Uris London deal or Janbek's upcoming match with another wrestler. Crawford wants to win all of the classes and end up being the only winner in 4 of them. In this crazy run, Jermell Charlo has nothing to do with anything. What do you think about Jermell Charlo's new plea, Terence Crawford?
You have Erislandy Lara versus Janbek, who's the unified champion. Lara's the WBA middleweight 160-pound champion. Janbek is the WBO and IBF world champion at 160. He fights for the middleweight undisputed title. He wins that title. He's now a 6-division champion, a 4-division undisputed champion, and he only had 1 fight at 168, 1 fight at 160. Got all knockouts at 147. That's historic. That's historic. And he's 39. He retires and walk off in the sunset. Same age Floyd Mayweather was.
This time, Crawford doesn't even have to answer. That's what the answer is. He beat Canelo, stayed in shape, and planned his next big move while he was 160 pounds.
Somewhat true. It's somewhat true because he's definitely a bigger name than all the guys at 160. I mean, Janbek, Lara, and Adames. He's definitely a bigger name. And it's just an intriguing fight.
And the fact that Bud did what he did, to Canelo, and Charlo looked the way he looked against Canelo, makes it an even more intriguing fight, because is it something we don't know about Jermell, or something we saw that we like, Jermell's a chump, or is Bud just that good? You know what I'm saying? Now, if they fight each other, is that same aura going to come out that Charlo had with Canelo? Is that going to come out with Bud, or is he going to fight? That Charlo put it in the air, I think it's definitely realistic, and I think it's one of those fights. Bud may say, what's the point of me fighting him? But it's another body with a name. You know what I'm saying? Some of the names you can wipe away, and there's some names that's in stone. Charlo is in stone. So it's only one way to break up stone. You gotta get a jackhammer or some shit. You feel me?
Charlo was no longer on his list of people to kill in 2023. Crawford is now making a name for himself, while Charlo is outside looking for one last check.
One of the Charlo brothers, that's true, or both of them?
Yeah, man.
Is that still real?
He's a groupie. You know what I mean? Like,
talking shit, bud.
I just feel like ever since I moved, and they was cool. You know what I mean? I'm still cool with Jermell. Jermell's still cool people, but Jermell, like, dude, just like weird. Like, he always angry. He always yelling. He always, you know, doing some off the wall psycho type.
But what is it between y'all two? How did that happen?
That's what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
You know, when I moved up in weight, and soon as I called out Spence and my name was being involved in Spence, he act like that was his fiance or something. You know, he felt as if Earl couldn't speak for herself. He was, Earl Spencer do this, Earl Spencer do that, and you too little, and Lions, and it's Texas. And
we are now done with the video for today. If you liked it, please click the bell, follow, and like the video so you don't miss any more. Leave your thoughts in the box below. Keep an eye out for the next one.